Sawadee-Kap. Welcome to Will's Wok Delights. Today we are going to cook Khao Pad Gai, which in English is chicken fried rice. For me, this is one of my favourite Thai dishes. I was eating it for about 4 months before I was persuaded off it onto different things like Pad Kapow, which is stir-fried basil. So today, chicken fried rice. The list of ingredients: we have pork seasoning. You can get this online or in a Thai market. If you want to buy it online, the link will be in the description. We've got MSG, monosodium glutamine, online or in a Thai market. Again, link in the description. You just need 1 clove of garlic for this video, and that'll be fine. Then we've got sunflower oil, also known as naman in Thai. Then we have rice, khao in Thai. So I'm using long grain white rice. Preferably I would use basmati, but it doesn't really matter which rice you use. At the end of the day, it's just rice, you're cooking rice. Then we've got our eggs, known in Thailand as kai. Then chicken, gai, one of my favourite meats. Well, the only meat I actually eat. We've got salt, and then we've got sugar. So the equipment we are going to use today, we've got 2 chopping boards, red for the raw meat, green for the vegetables, 2 knives, big meat, small vegetables. We have a kettle to boil the water, to put it in the pan. Then we have a wok and a pan. So let's get cooking. It's important to wash hands before and after you finish cooking, so you don't spread any bacteria over to the meat or any part of the dish. Yeah? Very good. First, we will put the rice on. So let's just boil the kettle here. So let's get that gets cooking and we'll put it in the pan. So my rice, I have bought boiling the bag. I personally prefer this because then it takes the guesswork of measuring out rice. Just a bit easier for yourself. Just open that up. So 1, it says, is 2 servings, but for me it's 1. So, you know, whatever floats your boat. Right, wait for the kettle to boil, then we'll start cooking. So now the kettle is nearly done, just about to add it to the pan. So let's heat up the pan as we speak. Which one is it? This one here. Pop that on. There we go. Now, kettle's done. Pour the water in. And again, this is just for your rice. Kettle down. Then we'll just quickly bring the salt over here because we're going to flavour the water with the salt. Sorry. And this should take probably about 30 seconds now before we can put the rice in. So now we're going to put the rice in, but first a bit of salt. There we go. And then plop the bag in, give it a nice touch. There we go. Now this should take about 9 minutes, it says on the box, so 10 minutes while we do our prep work and then we'll be fine. So now back over to the chopping boards. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dice the clove of garlic. Get our knife. Now I like to cut off both ends because I don't like using the ends of the garlic, it looks dirty. And peel as you go. And then chop. There we go. Now one tip I learned in Thailand while I was learning to cook, if you press down on the knife and the garlic, it'll come apart easily, which makes it easier to peel. And then you can just start dicing it up nice and finely. And be careful you don't slice your fingers up. Now we're just looking for small thin cubes of this, because this is just being used to add a bit of flavour to the rice. There we go. So that should be good enough. Now let's move on to the chicken. So I'm going to use, I'd say, half of a chicken breast. Because this is just for myself. There we go. Now, you can either cut it sideways like this or lengthways. I'll do it this way. And I'll put the rest back in here. So now, just chop. You only want thin pieces because you don't want the chicken to be too big that it inflicts with the rice to mess up the recipe. So let's just keep chopping. And then just check the size. And then adjust if needed. There we go. Right, now it's just a waiting game for the rice, and then we can start properly cooking the chicken fried rice. So while the rice is cooking, just thought I'd say a few things. So I forgot that we needed light soy sauce, very forgetful. Light soy sauce gives it the colour. Now you don't have to use light soy sauce, you can also use dark, but it just depends on what colour you want. And if you go for dark, you'll often get a more Chinese fried rice looking kind of dish, which my mum likes. However, I prefer a light soy sauce with the egg giving the fried rice the colour. Another thing, if you found it hard to follow along today, we have a website. The full recipe will be on and the link will be in the description. Right, so the rice is now finished, so we're just going to quickly drain this and then we can get on to the start of actually cooking the chicken fried rice. So let's bring it over to the sink and then we'll drain it. Now I did open up the bag to test if it was ready first, because with these bags the only drawback is you don't really know when it's finished. So just empty the rice out. Be careful you don't burn yourself. Oh, come on. It's a pain to get them out. Then just plop it somewhere. Then what I like to do, put it on top of the pan so the water just goes into the pan. Then we can wait for it to dry. Helpful note, don't forget to turn off the pan. I constantly do this. So, rice down, give it a bit of a tap. Now what we want is to add it to a bowl. And then we're going to add the salt, soy sauce, pork and MSG. Forgot the name there. So first we'll do the seasoning. So get your teaspoon, very helpful. So for me, I prefer a nicely seasoned chicken fried rice. So I put 1 full tablespoon in, 1 full teaspoon, sorry, of pork seasoning. Then get your MSG. Now this is literally just a pinch. Ugh, it's not going on. Bam, in. Then what we want is the salt. Now obviously this would be fish sauce, but today I forgot it. So we are having salt. Just a little bit. Obviously it can be adjusted with sugar if it's too salty for you. Then just the soy sauce. Open. Now you want as much as you want, as dark as it goes. Like, the colour is dependent on you and the colour is dependent on the soy sauce. So let's get to cook. So first get your oil, then put it in the pan. Now you don't need too much because oil not good for you. well, you don't really need to say that, that's a given. And it is this one. Then push that on, and then start for that to heat up. Now what you want to do is you want to, when it's hot enough, the oil, you want to move it around so then the rice doesn't stick to this side of the pan, because that is a very big problem, because it sticks and then it's just harder to clean for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the chicken to the pan, because I used to cook it with garlic first, but the garlic always used to be burnt by the time I'd come to put the rice in, and the garlic is an essential part to add flavour to the rice. So when it's hot enough, we will add the rice. No, the chicken. So if you look what I'm doing, just spreading it round. Right, there we go. Give it about 1 more minute and then we'll add the chicken. Now we're going to wait till it's about 90% done, and then we're going to add the garlic. What you want to do to cook the chicken, every 10 seconds turn it, so then it allows it chance to cook. So cook, wait 10 seconds, then turn again. Ten seconds, then flip. Half, hog, jed, bed, gow, sit, and then change. Another 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then flip. Now, one way I test the chicken is I get a pair of scissors, and then I cut one in half. So as you can see, it's not quite done yet, so we'll give it about another half a minute, then it should be ready. Now let's check again if the chicken is done, sorry. There we go, it's just about ready for the garlic. So we'll add the garlic now. Now this is an essential part of the flavour. Now we're going to wait until the garlic is yellow to add the rice, so we can properly unleash the full flavour of the garlic. Now it's important you don't burn the garlic, otherwise then you can't get the full flavour. There we go. Now let's add the rice. There we go. And now we just need to mix it well into the chicken. Now what you want to do is add the egg, so let's get the egg. Crack it on the side. Add. And then mix into it. Don't forget to turn the smoke extractor fan on. I don't know how this works, so yeah. And now it is time for the taste test. If you can find your spoon. There we go. So good. As they say in Thai, man aloi mat. It is very delicious. So now set it to one side. Turn off your pan so we don't forget. Oh no. So we don't forget. Then get out your plate. There we go. That looks absolutely beautiful. And that is how you cook khao pad gai chicken fried rice. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe. If you have a favourite Thai dish, leave it down in the comment section. Thank you and goodbye.